Hello, welcome back. Last time I did Slugmarsh 2, and that has left us with just one zone left to go to. So I have 3 infernal keys that I could spend. Yeah, so we've only seen 2 infernal doors, and I have 3 keys. But let's go ahead and get all of them before cashing any in. So we are going to Mountain Pass, Block Hills 2, higher up in the mountain. So, this place. Oh, this is going to be fun. So, there have been all these hints scattered throughout the world. All these little times where, like, for a moment, I was up high on a toggle switch. And, so check it out. This is actually a 3D game. So, right, there's a monster block there. That needs to be killed. If I just try to put this in here, I can't bridge across because I don't have enough. But let's do some trickery. So, pile up the blocks. This is a height gain mechanism, so you'll see this a lot. Step here, get up high, and I can push things around freely. So I need a stack of 4 to go here. And this is how you stack things up. Alright, so stack of 4 goes there. I cross the pressure plate once, and I have this all with me, and they let me kill that. And that's going to be the main concept of the zone. Alright, so Flying Snake here, trapped behind a toggle door which nothing is connected to. This never opens. 3 trapdoors, 3 push blocks, 1 shorter elevation mechanism. So this is not a stacking mechanism, this is just for me to get up. So if I try to... Hi, Bombug, here, you go away for a moment. That was fun. I guess I can stack, sort of. No, not really. No, without a double door there, I can't make a stack like I did in the other spots. But I can go up there and walk around. Alright, so what we need to do is, let's just get you out of the way for a moment. You go up here. The trapdoors, I guess, are sort of superfluous here. But they're just kind of there to show that if I walk over things that are on a trapdoor, the trapdoors don't drop. Like, I don't want them to drop. There's no benefit to that. So, anyway, let's... I can still do this from here. So a block needs to go here, that's what the bomb bug is for. There's several different ways to do it. Let's do it diagonally, since I'm kind of set up to do that. Other way to do it would be to just put 1 block here without having put that there, leave the bomb bug there, and explode it to send it north. But I can do this too. That works. Okay, so I got a bridge here. And we've seen before that I can make kills from up high. That happened in Poison Island. I was standing here when I killed a slug, I think? Yeah, some puzzle where I had to do that. It might not have been that one. But anyway, kill the flying snake. Don't go here, you'll be trapped forever. And trees cannot be stood on. Trees are solid all the way up to infinity. So, Ice Skater. Monster block here, trapped away on beyond some toggle doors. If I try to go there and deal with it, I can't avoid making these bomb bugs all step off their plates. Now I don't have a way in there. So we gotta get in here without these seeing somehow. They're on both sides, so even if I could get this sliding parallel to me to block the sight line, then at least one side would move out of there. So you gotta realize... Using the zone's main mechanic of elevation, I need to do something else. There's a spare bomb bug here. So if I set things up just like this, send you to the north. If you explode, you do send that across. I'm not in there to benefit from it. But what if I were on top of that? Wouldn't that be fun? So funny fact about this... So right, I can attack from up high. We just saw that in the previous room. What we'll learn right here is that explosions only exist at their own elevation, so I'm perfectly safe to do that. And I just have to wait here, so that this block skates along. I am out of sight of these, because I'm up above where they're looking, and I get through safely. So funny thing about this room, until I made some changes, there was a point at which this was the actual first room in the entire game that required you to use the wait move, because you have to wait on that block to do something. Once upon a time, this controls signpost wasn't here, right? I have to change a setting to click that, but sure, let's do that. Oh, is this going to look right? It better. Okay, this is a good thing for me to test, actually, because I was just messing with things in this area. So mouse click doesn't exit room preview. Therefore, I can go here and inspect the sign. I need a better way to inspect signs than that. Maybe if I just hover over them for a while. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. So you can clearly see, attack with those, wait with the bottom button. Once upon a time, this sign was not here. And in addition to that sign not being there, I want that button. This was laid out differently so you didn't have to use a wait move, you could just bump against what was once a pit there. And somehow manage to get through every single room of the game right up to this point without ever knowing the wait button even exists. Several playtesters never looked at the controls, never pressed wait, just got to that point. So like, this was the actual reason that I made absolutely sure that the wait button is required early. Because for one thing, it just makes everything a lot more pleasant if you know about it. And Leaf does a fun little crouch down on the ground when you do it. But for another, like, it's actually required later. It's just surprisingly hard to make... I mean, I had to be surprisingly intentional about making puzzles that required the wait button right up until you get to advanced stuff like this. Anyway, so... Carriage. So let's play with the mechanics some more. We got statue rubble here that needs to be blown up by one of these. But it's against a wall, so how am I going to get one close enough to be able to do that? It's going to involve trickery. There's no other monster block I can use to scare it, just this one, which is out of sight because statue rubble blocks line of sight, as we know. So, we gotta figure out that I'm not the only one who can go up high. What if a bum bug were to do it? So I hit this, and then I'm up high so you can see me. If I just do it from the ground, you're not going anywhere. I can walk all around you, you don't see me in prime and explosion. So you're on the block now, and I can move you to the place approximately where you need to be. But now you're up high, and you're never going to prime that explosion, so I need to get you down somehow. So in order to get you down, let's put you all the way up here just for fun, sure. In order to get you down, I need you to see me, so I need to be up high. So wouldn't it be great if I could be over there on that block? Well, there's a way to do that, so that's why we have a second bomb bug. Get the timing just right. You explode, I step up, I get elevated, and I get seen. Once, that's enough. You're in the right place. So that explodes, monster block goes away. This was a whole lot of fun to put together. This mechanic was in the game from the very start, but I had to use some restraint to not use it until a certain time. Alright, so this is like Jailbreak 2 of a sort. Same sort of setup. Block barriers all around, one space that I can get out. Need an explosion there to get rid of a monster block. And hey, check it out, multi-push blocks are back. So clearly we need to do some sliding to get that bomb bug over to the corner. Playtesters showed me that there are two ways to do this room. I only knew of one initially. I'll show you the way that I initially did it, and then a fun alternate way that was kind of better than mine. So I got this here, great. Got the second bomb bug that needs to push it out. So therefore, second bomb bug needs to go here, so I need this column kind of clear so I can get it in there. And there's kind of just a bunch of push block shuffling to figure out how to actually do that. Gotta get good at these things that are kind of hard to be good at. Let's see, what if I put this over here? Yeah, okay, this'll work. So I do that, I move you down, I do that, I move you back up, I shove this over, I shove... that's not ideal. Is that enough? Not quite, I need a little bit more space. So I need something to occupy... Okay, let's see. So if I would push these... I don't want to push those up there. Okay, so let's say I put this over. Oop. Did that to occupy that space. Shift this over, maybe? It doesn't work, because now I've lost all my space in the column where it needs to be spaced. Maybe I can do some of this. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. So that's an adequate setup. Now get the other bomb bug in. Right to the right spot. Explode that. Put it in the thing. You explode. And the room is done. So let's do it the other way. The cool way. Still got to do it this way to get you in place. There's just an implication of something I did not think about until someone else did that I really liked as a way to get this done. Put this all the way over here, and let's not bother clearing up this column. Instead, let's do an explosion right in this spot. So check this out. These are multi-push blocks, so they'll push each other, and from all the way over there, I apply the appropriate force to jailbreak that. That's like the extra cool way to do that. Alright, so that's done. Forbidden Cave. So let's play with some more diagonals. This monster block has to go in something, presumably that water, but this cave is forbidden. The turn is way too tight. I can't possibly get in there. Maybe I could use a bomb bug explosion to, like, move this block diagonally into the water. Okay, cool, but that didn't help me because then it occupied the water and just trapped me. So, we got this suspicious little spot. Gravel spilling out, a gap in the wall. Is there some way that diagonal movement could take me in there? Well, guess what? There is. So this toggles that, and both of those at the same time. There's some hot coals here, and... Right, I went it this way around. So with the toggle switch, I can get up high and stand on something that's up there. And when I do that, I want to be pushed diagonally, and there's this convenient hot coals there to set up just such a thing to happen. So monster block goes up high so it's not scary, out of sight. I go here, monster block becomes scary again, bomb bug explodes, and I go into the Forbidden Cave. Before I had auto-tiling in this game and everything was just perfectly square, this was a lot harder to see that there's like an actual gap here, and I made the gravel actually spill out of the cave to really highlight that that's a place that you can maybe go with some trickery. There was a time when this was harder to see. Alright, high bridge. So, a lot going on in this room. We've got a stacking mechanism here. Monster blocks, several other blocks. This switch is on a toggle floor connected to itself, so when I hit that, that's one use. We saw that in Marsh 2 also. So yeah, like, how do I do things here? I go up high, I fall back down low. By the way, you can walk on pillars. I guess that's the first time we saw that, so that's a functional element of that. It's a fixed-in-place thing that has an elevated surface. I guess functionally it's identical to a toggle switch that, or a toggle door that has nothing connected to it. But aesthetically, it's a little different. Okay, so, and also these exist for that switch. Also, yeah, so toggle switch up on top of a push block. Isn't that a fun concept? Can't really push it anywhere, though. It's just kind of there. So I want to go here to be able to hit this. I do that because it elevates the bomb bug for some reason. Bomb bug has to be taken out and I have to escape. So, like, I have to go here, dispose of the bomb bug, and get back out, and also dispose of the monster block somehow. Where's that going to happen? Well, it's gonna have to be in here, because that's the only water in the room. Except for this, which is occupied by the toggle switch. So monster block has to go in this pit somehow. Alright, so I'm trying to get up by hitting this switch, and then over to dispose of the bomb bug, then be able to hit this switch to get rid of the monster block. So, let's just make some random stack of blocks. Like, let's see, let's do it this way around. So same way we saw in Pile Up, this is the method. And looks like the monster block's gonna go on the bottom. Shouldn't matter where it is, right? Those are all water blocks. Alright, so Pile of 4 goes over to this spot where I can do this. You know what? I'm being cheeky here. I'm trying to demonstrate something. It'll actually be easier to demonstrate if this is in a different order. Let's put the monster block here. So monster block's at that position. And block stack goes here. I push that, I push that, I push that, and hey, look, I died! Isn't that weird? So this is the puzzle where you discover that the monster block actually has a way to kill. The top surface of it is deadly, so a monster block is vulnerable on the bottom to hot coals and poison and pits and water, and deadly on top. So it's not just called a monster block, it is actually a monster inside there. So that layout lets me get there. Can't go any further because I would die. And now, here is where it is revealed why the bomb bug is terrified of the monster block, because it knows. It doesn't know, it can't tell what it's doing here, but it actually just dies on it, just like poison. No explosion. So bomb bug dies on top of monster block, and that's why they're so scared of it. They just don't know how to look up or down, so all they see is that they can move that way, and they try to. How sad. Alright, and monster block goes in the drink, and room is done. New journal entry, monster block! Monster block kills leaf on top of it, monster block kills bomb bugs on top of it. And bomb bug dies when on top of monster block without exploding. It just gets eaten. Alright, so, cargo. This zone is so much fun to put together. Alright, so another block stacking mechanism. But only one block, isn't that weird? So, you might be thinking, well, is this a place where you want to put the... Right, so yeah, bomb bug, isolated there. Somehow I need to bridge here. How strange. How is that block going to turn that corner? So you might try and get the bomb bug on top of the block like you did in Carriage, thinking that might be good for something, and you won't get very far doing that because like it's just not really a thing you can do, I think. Let's see, there might be... What if I did... So I put you up high there, but yeah, just no way to get your attention at the time where I need to get it. Yeah, so just not really a way to do that. So, what if? Imagine if we did it the other way around. Bomb bug goes here, block gets pushed onto it, and check it out. We got this little porter here to move the thing around just to the right place so that it can turn that tight corner. So stacking works both ways. And again, let's do it on a flying snake now. There was a time when Porter came before, well, I think cargo just didn't exist then. It's a lot harder to do it on a flying snake, actually. They're a lot slipperier, much less cooperative than bomb bugs. So we'll set that up the same way, get the snake out, and now somehow I gotta get this up on top of that, and I mean, I know how to do it. The easy way is just to get it right here, and you know, have all the trouble with flying snake movement as you'd expect. By the way, if I step north here, I think what will happen is I will first push the block, then attack the flying snake, so the block will end up one north of where it is, the snake will be dead, I'll stay in place. Yeah, so that's how it goes. Alright, so flying snake has block on top of it, and because of the funny shape of this, I can bring it down, and in here, kill it there, and have the perfect spot to put that block where it needs to go. So, you think we're having fun now? Let's take this concept even further. Piggyback. So here we have a corner to turn, statue rubble to blow up, and a bomb bug isolated there. So we need bomb bug to somehow end up here, which we did in Buried Treasure with a bomb bug on top of multi-push block. So like that, or perhaps like in Carriage, although we won't be pulling it off, so it's more likely to be like in Buried Treasure. But also we have this corner to turn, kind of like in Porter or Cargo, so we want the block up on top of a monster. So if we put those two concepts together, what we get is bomb bug going up high here, onto a block, and then that whole package going up on top of a flying snake. And, you know, gotta do a little bit of moving around to get it to the right spot. And there we go, so flying snake carrying a push block, carrying a bomb bug. Do the right thing to get you vertical in that column, make the kill, push it in, bomb bug explodes, other bomb bug explodes, and check it out, the zone is done. So this is like maybe the shortest and sweetest of these. I think this is going to be pretty much everybody's favorite zone in the game. It's mine. I love it. It's great. Just feels so good to have like this little thing I tease throughout the game, then suddenly you just cash it in all at once, and suddenly the game has a third dimension. Alright, so that's 4 infernal keys. I have nowhere to go but into this tower. So next time we're going to go into the tower basement, because as we know, up the tower, I need a type of key I've never seen. Nothing I have is purple. That's going to be this one, the star key. So it must be down in the basement, so we're going to go down in the basement next time and see what that's about.